Let's take a card kit that has 24 sheets of paper, several dies, and see how many cards we can make. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. This is the Smash Those Small Pads collaboration. It's a small collaboration I do with my friend Sarah and Kathy. Sarah's Crafting and Relaxing here on YouTube. Kathy is Stampin' Cat over on Instagram. And each month we just work on smashing a small pad. So this month, Kathy, I am with you this month on working on using up an old Scrapping for Less card kit. This is the... which one? May of 2018 kit. So it's got 4 different collections. We've got I think it's the Country Kitchen collection by Cardabella. So some alphabet letters, a Brutus Monroe farm stamp, and then kind of like the Country Kitchen papers. Collection 2 is Down on the Farm by Doodlebug. So we've got some like ephemera pieces, this cute Sunny Studio stamp set, stickers, and then the cute little Doodlebug papers. Collection 3 is Tiny Checks by My Favorite Things. We've got a Scrapping for Less stamp set, sequins, cute little stickers, and then it's just all like different color gingham check paper. And then I think there was some ribbon. I don't remember which ribbon or twine went with that. Collection 4 is Farmhouse by American Crafts. Some more sequins. Another cute stamp set. Some cute stickers. And then this is the paper that goes with this one. And then there were some bonuses in this one. Faith Family Farming stamp. Your Sweet die by Lawn Fawn, some burlap ribbon, and then some glitter paper. So I'm just showing you what I'm starting with, because what I want to do this month is there's 4 collections, so I want to pick 3 cover dies. So I have several cover dies that I haven't played with in a long time, and I've been wanting to play with them, so I thought this might be a fun way to use them. So I'm just going to have to decide which cover dies I want to use on which collections, and then I also want to play with the Card Cut Essentials dies 1 and 2 from Pink and Main that Cards by Kendra designed. So I think I'm going to do these for 1 collection, and then the other 3 collections will be a cover die. And then I can just, take those pieces and make cards from there. So once I figure out what cover die I'm going to use for each collection, I will circle back with you and let you know that. Okay, I think I have made a decision here. I was waffling back and forth and finally realized, just pick one and make it work. So I am going to use the Country Kitchen with the Pink and Main Card Cut Essentials. This one is the Stitch Collage frame from My Favorite Thing. I'm using that with the Doodlebug. I just thought the tiny little Doodlebug prints would look really good in the squares. And then I'm using the Color Wave cover-up from MFT on the gingham prints. And then I have the Catherine Pooler Angled Strips cover plate die that I'm going to be using on the last collection here. So that's what I'm going to do. I will go cut out all my pieces, and then I can I'll do a kind of sped up process video on how I put the cards together. I do know that I'm probably going to end up having more cards than papers, just because I am going to have some scraps left, and we'll probably pull in some cardstock to work with these as well. So let's get die cutting and we can get to crafting. I'm not going to lie. This process was
hard. It was very challenging for me. I thought it was going to be quick and easy, but it actually took way longer than I expected it would. And I think part of that is on me. I feel like I'm a hot mess trying to sort each die out, so maybe I should have done a better job organizing. And two, I talked earlier about deliberating for a long time, trying to figure out which die to use with which collection. And I don't know if I could have made any better choices. Like this first one that I'm working on here, there's not a whole lot of detail going on the papers. And then there's one, I think the third one I end up working on, there's not a whole lot of detail. So I feel like I just struggled embellishing those. We'll say that. So like I said, this took me a lot longer than I thought. And editing this was a little hard because there are some things I wanted to leave certain processes in for you so you could, I guess, see how I went about it. But I did try to take out some repetitive. So like you're going to see me add the strips to this first card mat, and then we're just going to skip ahead because once you see me add it on once, it takes a while to get through all of these strips. So things are sped up quite a bit, and I apologize if you do want to slow them down. You can change the playback speed on your device. Like I said, I wanted to share the process with you, but I don't want it to be so long that I bore you. So hopefully I don't bore you. But please be sure to check out Sarah and Kathy as well. That's why we have a little bit of leeway on being able to make these videos a little bit longer, since on YouTube it's really just me and Sarah. But this is longer than I wanted it to be. So I apologize for that. But again, hopefully you get something out of this process. You can learn from my struggles, maybe. But I have put in the names of the dies as I share them, and then I will have them linked in the description box below, any of them that are still available if you want. Like I said, I've wanted to play with these for a while, so I'm really glad I did this. I don't regret it. I just wish maybe I would have gone about things a little differently, or maybe planned better. I don't know. So that's my story on how this all went. Hope you guys enjoy. I will let you follow along to some music. I do want to say that at one point, I think I forgot to turn the camera back on, so I apologize. You may not, I think there's one card or one group of cards that you don't see me do the finishing touch on, so I apologize for that as well. And you do see Maple, our kitten, make an appearance, but now I will set you to some music and touch base with you again at the end.
There were days where we thought we wouldn't make it out, but we stuck it out. Today's our day. Today's our day. There were nights we would fight, no end in sight, nothing was right. Tonight's our night. Tonight's our night. I'll fight for you until this life is over. There's no giving up here, babe. We'll make it out and fall in love tonight. Ain't nothing needed but us feeling right. Just take a chance, we got a wild ride. Wait and see, you and me, we were meant to be. We were meant to be. We were meant to be. There were times when we found it, fell back in love. The best still to come. Our time is now. Our time is now. I'll fight for you until this life is over. There's no giving up here, babe. We'll make it out and fall in love tonight. Ain't nothing needed but us feeling right. Just take a chance, we got a wild ride. Wait and see, you and me, we were meant to be. We were meant to be. We were meant to be. We were meant to be.
So just do a quick flip through. I didn't really show them all as I finished the cards. This was collection 1, the Country Kitchen collection by Cardabella. And this is the one that I used, the Card Cut Essentials dies 1 and 2 from Cards by Kendra and Pink and Maine. So this was I ended up getting more cards from this one than any others just because, you know, it created a lot of different little pieces that I could spread out across mini cards. And then this was collection 2, the Doodlebug Down on the Farm. And one, ended up using 2 different cover dies on this, which I think I posted. I will make sure to include the names of the dies as I show them in the video. So it was just kind of nice that I could use the scraps from this one to create 2 cards with this one. So, and on the insides, I do have scraps. I don't know that I showed that on all of them. And I like this saying, "Hey there, how are you?" So I was really trying to use up the stickers that came with the different collections. And then on this one, I did bring in 2 separate sheets they were already card mats that I had cut down from my stash to add as the frames because I was using scrap strips of the pattern paper, and so I didn't have the pattern paper to give me the frame. So this was Tiny Chucks, collection number 3 from My Favorite Things. And I brought in some die cuts from my stash that I got in a recent die cut swap because I felt like it just needed something big because there wasn't, there's a lot of different color variations, I guess, but there just wasn't a whole lot of excitement going on the card. And so I was trying to find some big things to put on there to kind of fill the space. And there are scraps on the insides of all of these. So I, tried to create bigger elements, if you will, on the wavy cover die. And this is actually a stamp a stamped circle I recently got from Sarah, who's crafting and relaxing. She sent me these roosters, and so it was fun to use those. And this one I was stretching a little bit. It was the back side of a kind of frame die cut, and then scrap piece left over that I think I had pulled in. Oh yeah, I pulled in an extra pattern paper in here for the frame because one of the frames of the Doodlebug pattern paper tore. And then this was collection 4, Farmhouse by American Crafts. Again, I don't know why that's there. I tried to bring in some bigger elements because especially on these, I just felt like it needed something. And so this one was just a layered flower I had in my stash. And then this is a cute little sticker. It says, "I wish you lived next door." So I'm going to be sending this to one of my best friends who lives back home. And so I thought that was perfect. And then on the inside, it's another sticker from that set that says, "Be happy, life is short, you might get fried tomorrow." And these stickers are actually from Kathy. So I used something for both of my collab partners in my cards today. So thank you, Kathy and Sarah. And then these were just die cuts from the Paper Studio. Again, just felt like they needed some big things. This was an old, the Ann Geddes, I think, sticker in my stash. So these, I ended up with 35 cards all together from the 4 collections. So a good amount of cards, and I got to use dies, the cover dies that I don't think to use very often because I'm either using like card sketches or something. So this was a good exercise for me. Hope you guys enjoyed and got some inspiration. Again, be sure to check the description box below for the links for Sarah and Kathy. As always, I thank you so much for your time today and hope you all have a very crafty day.